has promised forgiveness to your repentance, but has not promised tomorrow to your procrastination. As we think about making disciples, Augustine wanted us to know that forgiveness is always available. It's connected to our repentance, our turn away from those bad things. But we don't always get to push off how long we get to do it, because we're not promised tomorrow. Augustine says, there is no saint without a past and no sinner without a future. As we think about making disciples, it's important for us to remember that all of us have come from someplace, come from lifestyles, come from habits that were averse to God. And no matter how long you have been on this amazing journey with Christ, we are not up and above better than anybody else. All saints have a past. But the beauty is, and the reason why we carry this message is because all sinners have a future, a transformation available. And this is what God leads us through. Matthew chapter 28, as many of us have come to know it, is the Great Commission. In Jesus' last words, at least recorded for the book of Matthew, as he's preparing to transition back to heaven, after going through crucifixion and resurrection, he stands now with his disciples atop a mountain. In this moment, his last words, his last request or command, if you will, to his disciples is not for them to be pious. It is not for them to go and be perfect. It is not for them to ingest and be able to recall as many scriptures as possible. But his last communication, that which he thought to be seminal or of utter importance, the last thing I need to tell you, Jesus comes to them and tells them about making disciples.
I open my mouth to the Lord, and I won't turn back. I open my mouth to the Lord, and I won't turn back. I open my mouth to the Lord, and I won't turn back.
And I think one of the best ways for us to think about this theologically is that although the Son of God has all authority from eternity and will always have it, Jesus, the incarnation of the Son of God, goes through process. I want you to hear this. I want you to hear this, right? Because I think so often we lose process. That even the very Son of God, the one that we've come to know as the Messiah, Jesus, goes through process. That when he is born, he is not born with all things readily accessible and available to him. He has to learn like a child learns. He grows in wisdom and stature. Luke chapter 2 tells us this, right? He grows in wisdom and favor, both among men and among the divine. We recognize that Jesus goes through this, and as Jesus in human form, the same way that we have to be in human form, goes and grows, this authority is now conferred on him once he goes through the biggest and the most culminating acts that he can do. That it is upon his growth, his teaching, his maturation, and then crucifixion and resurrection that now put all things, all authority under Jesus Christ.
I will go, I shall go to see what the